Okay, good morning students. Today we are back with our new session, that is the second session for class 7 computer science chapter 4, the computer viruses and their effects. In the last session we have discussed about the what are the computer viruses and the different types of the virus. Now today we will start our session with the first topic, the forms of virus effects. Forms of virus attack. What are the different forms in which virus attacks the system? Okay. As you already know, the virus is a software program that enters into the user's computer system without the knowledge of the user and perform malicious activities or the different activities in order to corrupt or damage the system, or activities like stealing the information. Also, the virus can attack the computer through many of the forms, like it can affect in the form of malware. It affects the system in the form of malware. The malware is a short form for malicious software. It stands for CS software. The malware stands for malicious software. Okay. Then it is a software designed to corrupt the computer or the network PC or the mobile operation. Okay, it is generally designed to corrupt the system or the computer or the network computer or the mobile operation. It is used to perform unwanted tasks such as gaining access to the computer system, stealing sensitive information, and displaying unwanted information. What are the mostly tasks performed by? It is used to perform unwanted. It is used to perform unwanted tasks. Then stealing information, and displaying unwanted messages. The malware, it is stands for malicious software, and it is used to perform unwanted tasks, stealing the information and displaying the unwanted information over the system. Okay, and it generally designed to corrupt the computer, network PC, or the mobile operation. Okay. Next is adware. Next one is adware. Next form of the virus attack is the adware. The adware, it is the least harmful malware. It is the least harmful malware because it is a software application that displays the advertisement or the banners when the computer system is connected to the internet. Most of the you are generally aware of this whenever nowadays when you are playing the online games or watching the online videos. So automatically it starts, or while playing the game, it automatically pop up the new advertisement there, or and you have to wait for few minutes or the seconds. So you have to wait for the few minutes or seconds to go through that particular advertisement, and then you can continue your work. Okay, so it is the least harmful malware, and it is generally done by the marketing personnel to advertise their company products, like banking sector, automobile sector. Generally, it is done by the marketing personnel to advertise their company products. And what it does, it displays the advertisements or the banners when the computer system or the mobile devices are connected to the internet. Okay, it displays ads or banners when system is connected to internet. Internet. Okay. The next form is spyware. Next form of attack is the spyware. It is a computer application, or it is the application program that gets installed with or without the permission of the user, and it gathers information like browsing activities of the user, the system information, and IP address, and send it to the remote user. It gets installed within system system and remotely gives access to the remote user. Or it also, the remote user from the remote location, they can easily gather the information like what are the browsing activities of the user, then what are the some other system information and the IP address of the system. Then next is sweeper. Next form of attack is the sweeper. The virus sweeper is designed in a such a way that it looks like antivirus program and the user unintentionally downloads it from the internet, and as a result the sweeper virus enters the user computer and attempts to check the computer's desktop, control the browsing activities, change the system files, and etc. without the user knowledge. The user can protect himself from such viruses by smartly browsing the internet. Since it is a fake antivirus, so it is called rogue. Okay. The sweepers are generally designed in a such way that it appears or it looks like an antivirus program. Generally, when we go for searching for the antivirus programs over the internet for the free of cost. Okay, so whenever you search for such type of antivirus program and we download it, but sometimes it can be a sweeper also, a form of virus which can attack to your system and affect your system files and the program. Okay, now the next is symptoms of virus infection. The symptoms of the virus. So now the symptoms of computer virus. Symptoms like when the suppose when the system is has been affected by the system, so what happens so that we can get into the knowledge that our system is been affected by the or the infected by the computer virus. So some of the general symptoms are like the computer might run slow, the system runs slow, then it might get corrupt the system file. Corrupt system file, then it might take some programs faulty or corrupt. Corrupt the system file or application program. Okay, then it might steal information, important information from your computer and send it to the other people through the internet. So what is the other symptom? It steals information without user knowledge. It steals the information from your system. Then application programs on computer do not work correctly or smoothly. Affect application program. It affects the application program of the system. Like suppose when you try, sometimes you try to open some application program on the system within your computer system, and it prompts or it gives the error message that it does not find the path, or you are not authorized to get access to that particular program. So this type of, when you get this type of messages, you can understand that your system is being affected by the virus. Then computer locks up itself frequently, which means that it stops responding to your command. Whatever command you are giving, but it stops responding. It stops responding. Okay. Then it makes endless copies of infected files, replicate itself. It creates its own number of copies, replicate itself. Okay. Then strange sound or beeping noise. Noise from system. And a strange noise or the sound comes from the system, or the continuous beeping noise or unusual error message on the system. Error messages will be displayed on the system, and the hard drive often runs out of free space. And sometimes it displays the message like not enough storage space. Okay. So these are some of the symptoms of the computer virus. Your systems might prompt to run slow, it corrupts the system file or the program, steal the important information from the system and pass it to the third party, affect application programs over the system. Sometimes your computer stops responding to your command and it replicates itself. Sometimes you get unusual noise or the beeping sound from the system. Then it may display some of the error messages and not enough storage space. Generally, it always display you the message that there is no enough space to store the information on your system or on your hard disk. Okay, so these are some of the symptoms of the computer viruses, that when the system get affected, the computer shows this type of symptoms. Now, how the virus enters the system? How virus enters the system? How it enters the system? First of all, through removable storage device. Most important is the removable storage devices, like through the CD, pen drive, or other portable devices. The people, generally what happens, the people frequently uses the CD, pen drive, and some other portable media to transfer the data from one computer to another, and so this type of media get infected sometimes, and when someone insert or attach this infected media to the another system, the virus may enter into the new system. Okay. And third one is email. Through email, how it the virus may enter into your system through the email attachment. As you receive, sometimes you receive the email from unknown source, and you, without knowing it, you just open the email and you downloaded the attachment and you try to open the attachment on your system. Then the attachment that you receive from unknown user may contain the virus and it enters into your system. Then third one, from internet. The most important source, the internet. The virus may enter through the various malicious websites. Suppose if you visited to any malicious or a website, for example, when you download some files from the internet, and they may be infected files which put your computer at risk. Okay, so do not download any games, movies, or the software from any unknown source. Always try to download it from the trusted sources itself. Then last one, network. When the computers are connected together, when the systems are connected together from one system to another, mainly what happens, the computer network is a large collection of several computers system connected by a large or the main computer, that is called server. And if the server system is affected by the virus, then these computers constantly share the information, and as they share this information with the server, the infected file may spread from the server to the host or the client system. Okay. In the computer network, what happens generally? The systems are connected to the one main computer or the large computer, that is called the server. And suppose a server is being anyway infected, and as the computer shares the information with the server, then the virus file get transmitted from server to the client, and then the client also gets infected. Clear? So this is how the viruses enters into the system. Most important, the removable storage devices like CD, pen drive, and other external hard disk. Then your email attachment in the form of through the email attachment. Then when you download any file from the internet or any untrusted source, and from the network. Clear? Now we will discuss how to protect, or what are the prevention. Prevention. Prevention from the virus. How to prevent? First of all, install antivirus. Install antivirus in your system. On the firewall. On the firewall of your system. Keep the system firewall always on. Generally, the firewalls are either the software or the hardware. It is available in both the forms. A firewall helps to protect your computer from the hacker who might try to delete or get within your system. Okay, the firewalls are generally available in both the forms, either in the form of software or the hardware, which helps you to protect your computer from the hackers who might try to delete the file, information, crash your computer, or even steal your password. Okay. Then another one, do not download the files or programs from insecure sites. Do not download from insecure site. The next one, never open an email from unknown person. Do not open an email from unknown source. Unknown source. The next one, regularly update your antivirus. Update antivirus. We will discuss it. We will just after this topic we will discuss why we need to update the antivirus software regularly. Okay. Then scan the CDs or the removable media before using them. Scan removable storage media before using. Before using. Okay. And so these are the some prevention measures you can take to avoid the virus infection of your system. First of all, install the antivirus and regularly update the antivirus software. Switch on the firewall setting of your system. Do not download anything from un or insecure sites. And the next one, do not open an email from which you have received from unknown source. And lastly, always scan the removable storage medias like CDs or the pen drives or external hard disk before using it. Okay. So these are the prevention measures which we can take to avoid the virus infection. Now we come to our last topic, that is antivirus. What is antivirus software? Antivirus software. Antivirus software, it is generally a utility software program that is installed on your computer to protect it from the virus. It is utility program installed to avoid virus or to detect the virus software. Okay. Now, how to use the system? How to use the antivirus software within the system? Nowadays, almost all of you are using the smart devices or the systems or the laptops at home, and you are mostly aware of using the antivirus software. So how to use the antivirus software? You can use the antivirus software. First of all, you have to install the antivirus software on your computer, and after installation you can use it to scan, okay, to scan your system. The scanning of the system, scanning can be done either you can scan the system whole system or a particular file, folder, hard disk drive, or removable storage device. Okay. The scanning of your systems can be done in two ways. Either you can go for the complete system scan, and the second one, you can choose the whole system scan. Generally takes a longer time to complete the process, whereas the second method, that is for particular file, folders or hard disk drive or removable storage device, you can scan it. Scanning generally means checking for the virus in the computer system. All of you know the scanning generally means for checking for the virus within the computer system. Now, how to update the antivirus? When you get install the antivirus, you can connect it your system to the internet, and it will automatically prompt you to, it will check for the latest version or latest update of the antivirus, and as it receives the latest update, it will ask you the permission to, or sometimes within setting, if you choose automatic updation, it will automatically update the antivirus program on your system. Now, most important thing, why it is needed to update the antivirus software regularly. Why it is needed? As every time when we update the antivirus software, the virus directory or the directory of the antivirus software gets updated, because the directory of the antivirus software contains the code or the different names or the forms of viruses which are new viruses which are being detected throughout the world, and once it gets updated your system and that particular virus tries to enter it, it can be easily detected by the viruses. Suppose, take example that if you do not update your antivirus software and any new virus prompts to enter into your virus within your system, and your antivirus tries to scan it, and if it is not updated and it does not know about that particular type of file, it will generally allow that virus to enter into your system, as it does not know whether it is a virus or any important file. So it is regularly important to update the antivirus software in order to keep your antivirus software directory always updated, and so that your antivirus software works effectively. Clear? So this is how we come to the end of this chapter, okay, where we have discussed about the different, what is a computer virus, different types of viruses, then different forms of virus attacks, then the symptoms of the virus infection and prevention, how the virus get transmitted from one system to another, then its prevention, and lastly we discussed about the antivirus software. Okay. Now the exercise part of this particular chapter will be available to you on your school website. Okay. Till that time, thank you and have a nice day.